presentation tonight was about what kind of technologies are available to the farmer today, how it impacts the strip-till farmer, and how they should take considerations of what technologies they currently have on the farm and other technologies they should be looking at adopting, the challenges they may face, but also the benefits they could get from a profit per acre. I mean, when we're looking at the different kinds of technologies available, such as optical sensor technologies, an obvious con dealing with them today is the availability of the data and processing it and putting it into an actionable form, such as yield potential or nutrient recommendations. But a serious benefit and change that's coming to optical sensor technologies, such as satellites, multispectral cameras on drones, and active optical sensors that are on sprayers or tractors, is that there's new platforms coming available that automatically stream that data and process it for you and translate it into that yield potential map, that nitrogen recommendation map. And so the farmer can get some really good variable rate recommendations for their field and address in-season variability that they're seeing. As we're looking at removing the data silos and gaining better connectivity, bringing all this data together, soils data, crop data from optical sensors, yield monitoring data, weather data from your farm, soils data from your farm, is that it also comes with some potential issues and cautions that everybody should be concerned about, or at least be aware of. Is that when we're aggregating this data into various types of cloud platforms, many companies out there will be openly saying or try to hide that they intend to use your data in an aggregated data set to help further either product development or even selling your information in order to make a profit. But the nice thing that's been going on is that there is companies out there today that's looking to help farmers as like a data cooperative standpoint in order to help aggregate their information and put an actual value just to the data alone, so the farmer gets paid for the use of that information. Then what value do farmers get from attending conferences such as Strip-Till? Well, the answer to that is that there's always different technology evolutions, method changes to agronomy that could potentially improve their farm and their profit per acre. But keeping up with it, all that change, all that information is difficult for one individual to do. Looking at just me, when it's my job to do that kind of thing, keep up with the latest and greatest, it takes me all the time of my day just to keep up. So if we're thinking about farmers out there farming full time, they don't got time to go out and look at what's happening with the latest optical sensor technologies. What's great about these conferences is kind of like a one-stop shop for information on what's the latest, the greatest, what's the pros and cons of each one of these technologies, and what they should consider for doing in the future to gain more profitability. I think overall the future is very exciting right now. We're actually getting to the point on the farm where we have all these different types of sensor technologies, auto guidance, automation, and the necessary connectivity devices to bring this information together so that agronomists with their proper expertise in the field can develop automated processing systems to make use of all this data and technology we've been investing in for years, so we can actually see a measurable return on investment, for which has been difficult to do in precision ag for the past 15 years. We're finally getting to the point where I think precision ag is going to do that takeoff. When we're looking at smaller companies, smaller manufacturing companies, smaller agronomic consulting businesses, where do they stand in comparison to these big brothers that are coming out of Silicon Valley, for example, and entering into the ag space when they got billions of dollars available for R&D and developing products? The big advantage these small companies have and why they're so critical to the ag ecosystem, especially in the industry, is domain expertise. They know the farm, they understand the farmer, they understand the problem, and they know what direction to take to solve the issue. Whereas these larger companies don't have that information. They don't understand the problem. They don't have a farming background. They don't have that kind of expertise. What they know how to do is develop pipelines. They understand the tech, but they don't understand the problem. And so it's going to take those partnerships with those smaller companies who are boots on the ground, so to speak, to actually make it to where this new precision ag effort actually succeeds.